Hey guys, Bo from laxsplat here, and just with a review today on the Warrior Toolbox. And so this is a review based specifically towards goalies. It was highly requested by a lot of players. It's going to be done out of 4 categories: comfortability, protection, durability, and value. Just to give you some background information like I do in all my reviews, I got this last high school spring season, so I had it a full high school season, practices every day, games, and then a full summer season, around 3 or 4 tournaments, showcases, recruiting events, stuff like that, and a few practices here and there, and then fall, which is involves a little bit of high school practicing, a little bit of club team practicing, and just a lot of lacrosse. So I kind of play all year round, so even though I've only had this for probably around 8 months, it's high school lacrosse, and I play all year round, so it's a lot of lacrosse. So it's seen a lot of wear and tear. First off, if you're not familiar with this product, what it essentially is, I can kind of show it to you guys. It is a cup. So there's a cup in here, and then you put it down, strap it on, and there's padding. So like 2 layers of thick padding right here, and then like it's a jock strap. And the way it would go on is like I'd put my feet through each strap, and then this straps around the back. And it's really protective. And the difference between, I had a lot of issues, was I'm a smaller guy, and so I would always have to get like smaller cups because they would like hit against my thighs, but they wouldn't really protect. So they were okay to run around in, but they wouldn't do any protection, and I was always having to adjust them and push them farther down and stuff like that, so it was really uncomfortable. And this is a huge lifesaver, probably my most important piece of equipment on the field. And so I'm just going to get right into the review, guys. First category, comfortability, out of 10. Now, as a goalie, this review is going to be different because there's a few things that I'm going to kind of change for comfortability. Obviously, not wearing a cup, but all goalies are used to wearing cups by now, so just get used to it if you're not, because you want less things on your mind, and you want to be thinking about saving the ball, so you don't want distractions in game or practice and whatever. So comfortability, I have to give this probably a 7 out of 10, and the only reason I'm not going higher is because you really can't give a cup a higher rating than like an 8.5, because cups are just annoying. Now I'm going to compare this to other products I've used. A jock strap, I give just a like normal cup with jock strap, I give that a 6 out of 10. A slider with cup in it, like built in, depending on the brand. Most brands just have a single, like the sliders here and a pocket for the cup, but some have a little bit of a detachment so the cup can curve around, kind of. The curve around kind, I give like a 6.5, and the other ones I give a 6. So right now, this is beating all the competition. I have a medium, so I didn't get a large, so it might be a little small on me, but it has this protection, like really like thick foam padding right here that's really soft, and so it's super comfortable around the thigh area. That was my main complaint with cups. So very comfortable around there. It's just got protection all over, like a lot of thick padding all over, so it's It's a very comfortable product. The only reason I can't give it a higher review is because this back strap is so thick, and like really, normally I keep this in my bag and I don't put it on until I get to the field. And I wear like very thin Nike sliders underneath, but lining this up perfectly to where you're not getting any jaggedy bumps or any of the Velcro sticking out and like sticking into your back or your lower butt is just not easy. So if it wasn't for this strap being so thick, if they made this thinner and maybe put a little bit of cushion around it, like very slight, just similar to how they do it around the throat, your like shoulder pads, they have that very slight cushion that's rounded off, then I would say easily an 8.5 out of 10 or a 9 out of 10, because it's a cup. I can't, obviously 10 out of 10 is not wearing a cup, but I'm not going to do that. So that's my one complaint with it. And then also this inside strap right here, it tends to like kind of come around, and this is attached with Velcro, so it's adjustable if you need to make the strap smaller. But it tends to come around, and like this Velcro always likes to sit on my thigh, which I don't really notice it, but every once in a while it is a problem. So that would be a bit nicer if they figure out how to change that, like maybe a less long adjustable section, or have this kind of like a hook so it stays in here and doesn't want to slide around. But overall, it's a really, really nice product. And so Comfortability, like I said, 7 out of 10 for a cup, which is great. A few things would bump it up to an 8, 8.5 out of 10. And I'm sure you can make the changes yourself if you really wanted to. So it's got a lot of possibilities to become a little bit more comfortable. And so our next category is protection. I'm going to give you kind of stats that I've kept in my head on protection and how this has helped. First off, when I used to get hit with a ball anywhere like near my cup, if it hit any part of my cup, I would be on the ground and it would be terrible, because normally the cup just barely did anything, because most of the time the cup would like hit your balls, the side of the cup or something like that, and almost be as worse as getting hit with a shot, at least from my experience. And I haven't had anything like the Nut Buddy or anything like that, or any of those different cups, so don't judge me on those, but just normal, like a Shock Doctor cup or everyday cups that you get from Dick's Sporting Goods and stuff like that. So protection is easily a 10 out of 10 on this. Each shot I took with a normal cup, I would definitely feel something. And on this, I felt 2 times from shots. I've like had to sit down for a little bit. Every other time, I pretty much just walked right off. Like walked it off. Like it's just taking a hit. Like I didn't feel anything about half the time. And then I would just feel like a normal hit, but not with the pain that comes from getting hit in the balls. And so it pretty much totally took away all pain. And so protection is easily a 10 out of 10 on this. The 2 times I did get hit and it hurt were because it either rode up on me, kind of. So like when I was in goal and I was moving around, and it normally was like on the later part of my warm-ups, and once it happened right before a game during the club season, and it rode up on me, and then a bounce shot came where I stepped over it, and so the ball came up and under and hit me, and so it wasn't, I guess you could say that's my fault for not adjusting my cup, but I'm not thinking about that while I'm in goal. So and it's still, if I got hit with a normal cup, especially that down under bounce, which is the worst, I actually stepped back into the game. It was the first time it happened. It was like 2 minutes before the game started, and I stepped back into the game and didn't let. It was summer, so I played half, and I didn't let in a goal in that half. So it was a good half, but and then with a normal cup, I would probably have to switch out for the other goalie. So really, this is a huge lifesaver. So protection, 10 out of 10. Next category is durability, and as you can see, there's some fraying strings just around here, but that's normal wear and tear, and it's nothing on the point of it looks like it's going to break anytime soon. Just some fraying. Now that I have this in my house, it definitely needs to be washed because it stinks, but Velcro's keeping up fine. Just everything is really good on durability, and I've had this for a lot of lacrosse. I use it every time I step on the field, so I'd have to give it a 10 out of 10. I see a little bit of normal wear and tear, but nothing that looks like it's going to break down or take away the integrity of the products. Okay, so on to the last category, which is value. Now, my only problem with this product is it is $60, which is very expensive for a cup. Normally cups are going to range you around $20, and that's with like slider in the cup, jock strap in the cup. I'm not sure about products like the Nut Buddy or whatever it's called, and a few others, but I think they're around the $30 range, $20 range. So $60, that's double or triple of what you're going to spend on a normal cup. But the way I look at it is, so that's the problem. I was actually looking at this for a long time, and I didn't buy it because of the price. And then one day I had a goalie friend of mine really tell me, like, this is huge, you definitely need one. And so I'm like, okay, I'll get one. And I would, if you're buying it yourself, I would talk to your parents and tell them, this is my most important piece of equipment. I'm sure your mom will go and buy you one. She wants grandkids. So show her this review and get your parents to get you this piece of equipment. Cups are underrated. It's a huge thing in lacrosse, especially as a goalie. And getting hit in the balls is one of the worst things ever. So definitely make sure you have a good cup. Unfortunately, it is $60. I think it's worth it, but of course it's Warrior trying to get money out of us. So I would recommend, like, a good price for this product would have been $40. I definitely would have paid that. $60 is a bit high, so I can't give it a full 10 out of 10, even though I love the product. I'm going to have to give it an 8 out of 10. It's a great product, but it is $60. It's durable, it provides good protection, good comfortability. There's a few things I'd like to change, like the back strap, but other than that, it's a great product. I really recommend it, and I think everyone should have one as a goalie. I could not go back to using normal cup. I know Johnny Rodriguez, he's the LXM Pro goalie that I've strung for before. I know he uses not this exact product, but I think he uses a hockey cup. So it's essentially the same exact design. So if you're looking online and you don't want to spend $60, check out the different hockey cups because they're pretty much the same exact thing. If you find anything cheaper, tell me in the description. I'll throw a link to it if it is cheaper. But yeah, so really recommend this product. Thanks for watching, guys. Make sure to subscribe. Check us out on Instagram and Facebook and Twitter. So see you later.